Welcome to the XFO Intelligence Podcast. I'm your host, and today we're diving deep into what I believe is one of the most critical conversations of our time. How nations can build systems that truly elevate human dignity in an age of unprecedented technological transformation. As we stand at this inflection point in 2025, I want you to think about your own nation as I walk through these ideas. How's your country doing? Where are the gaps? And perhaps most importantly, how can we work together globally to lift up all of humanity? Let's start with a fundamental shift that's happening right now. The old metrics of national success, GDP growth, military might, industrial output, they're becoming obsolete. Why? Because we're entering an era where intelligence can be manufactured, where AI can outperform humans in countless tasks. But here's the thing that gives me hope. This makes our uniquely human qualities more valuable than ever. Think about creativity born from lived experience, ethical reasoning shaped by moral traditions, emotional intelligence forged through genuine human connection. These can't be automated because they emerge from the full spectrum of human existence. The nations that get this are investing relentlessly in these irreplaceable human qualities while using AI to solve problems we never could before. Now, as you're listening to this, ask yourself, is your nation preparing its children to compete with machines or to direct machines toward meaningful ends? There's a profound difference. The most resilient nations aren't building for maximum efficiency. They're building for adaptive resilience. Like natural ecosystems that thrive through biodiversity, successful societies maintain multiple pathways to critical outcomes. This creates what I call fractal resilience, the same patterns of adaptability working at every level, from individual households to entire governments. But here's what really matters. None of this works without trust. Widely shared, reality-based knowledge is crucial, but it's trust that enables cooperation. When citizens believe the rules apply equally to everyone, when contracts are honored, when institutions serve the common good, that's when societies can invest in long-term solutions rather than just surviving day to day. I want you to consider your own nation's innovation-sustainability balance. The countries leading in renewable energy didn't just reduce emissions, they created millions of jobs and positioned themselves at the forefront of technological advancement. This isn't about slowing progress, it's about ensuring progress serves human dignity. Political polarization is like a systemic toxin. The antidote isn't endless debate. It's shared, tangible missions that unite people across differences. Energy independence, eliminating disease, leading in ethical technology. These create what I call practical unity, finding common ground in solving real problems. Perhaps the greatest challenge we face is distribution. How do we ensure advancement lifts everyone, not just a privileged few? Some nations are experimenting with data dividends, portable benefits, skills accounts. The key insight is separating survival from traditional employment while maintaining the connection between contribution and reward. The nations succeeding at this understand something crucial. They exist not as ends in themselves, but as vehicles for human flourishing. Their measure of progress isn't how high they lift their privileged few, but how broadly they carry their people forward with purpose and security. So here's what I want you to do after this podcast. First, critically assess how your nation is doing on these dimensions. Are you building living systems that elevate human dignity, or are you stuck optimizing for a predictable past? Where are the gaps? What needs to change? But then, and this is equally important, think bigger. In an interconnected world facing global challenges, how can nations work together? Climate change doesn't respect borders. Pandemics don't respect borders. The benefits and risks of AI don't respect borders. The path forward isn't about nations competing in a zero-sum game. It's about recognizing that true advancement happens when we harness powerful tools while preserving what makes us human, our capacity for meaning, connection, and moral choice. Nations that master this balance won't just survive the coming transformations, they'll lead humanity toward a future where advancement serves elevation, where progress carries everyone forward. That's the vision I want to leave you with today. Thank you for listening to the XFO Intelligence Podcast. Keep thinking critically, keep pushing for better systems, and remember, the future of human dignity depends on the choices we make right now, both within our nations and between them.